If I'm Bronny, I would tell my dad, just let me play in the G League all season so that I can develop. He needs playing time. He doesn't need to be sitting on the Laker bench and not playing. That's not a knock against him. He's just not ready. He needs to develop more, and then he will be ready because he has some great talent and skills, but he needs to develop those skills at a much better clip if he wants to play.
Welcome back to NBA Cinema. We got to talk about Magic Johnson and his comments that contradict some comments he just made not too long ago about Bronny's immediate future. We're going to jump right into it. I'm not even going to ramble today. We're going to jump right into it. So Bronny scored 17 points last night, 4 rebounds, 3 steals, but the Lakers lost by 59 points and the game wasn't competitive. But I guess Bronny, what he could take from that is he had a positive performance and try to build on that. I've been big on him stacking positive days. But Magic reacted to that and he sent out a series of tweets, man. He says, Laker Nation, I have to tell you, Bronny James is going to be a really good basketball player. Last night, he showed he has a few things you simply can't teach. High basketball IQ, athleticism, and competitive spirit that makes him a tenacious defender. I believe after a lot of hard work this season, he'll definitely be in the Lakers' rotation and playing heavy minutes. Basketball fans, Bronny James is in good hands with the Lakers, who are great with developing talent. Two names that I can name recently that I've seen firsthand are Alex Caruso and Austin Reaves, who both are starters in the league today. Bronny will be next. Then he continued, I'm sure he was getting some backlash in his comment section because many people feel like Quincy Olivari should have commanded that last spot on the roster. And this is what he said. He said, I watched Quincy Olivari's interview after his 22-point performance last night against the Suns when he cried about meeting and talking to his hero, Steph Curry, mentioning how he used to sleep in his jersey every night. It was powerful and it truly touched me. Everybody should go watch it back when they get a chance. Larry and I often get credited for helping change the game, but Steph Curry, LeBron James, and Kevin Durant have been instrumental in changing the game today. So that's what Magic had to say. And, I guess after reading that again, he did kind of say that Bronny needs to be in the G League this season. Um, and so he said after this season, after a lot of hard work this season. So maybe he's still sticking to that. I might have misspoke when I said that he contradicted himself. But we still have to watch, right? There's no guarantee that Bronny will be ready to go after this season. And just going down to the G League doesn't guarantee you're going to get down when you go down there because many are trying to get back up to the league and many don't have a father last name James. So they really have to be twice as good. And I don't know the benefit. Sometimes players go down there and they get outplayed so bad, there is no real reason to bring them back up, right? But obviously, we know Bronny will come back up if he goes down because LeBron's on the team. Um, but yeah, man, using Alex Caruso and Austin Reaves, that's definitely not a good example. If you go back and look at these guys' college careers, so Austin Reaves, right? He went undrafted, but he should have never went undrafted. He's one of those players. That had nothing to do with development. That was more about opportunity. Austin Reaves was already an NBA player, in college. I remember he played against the Jalen Suggs Gonzaga team, and this guy was already good. He averaged 18 points a game his last year. Austin Reaves was a hooper. And so he was just a slept on guy who had been in college for 5 years. Well, he transferred 1 year, so he ain't playing 2018 and 2019. And, he worked his way up to becoming a good basketball player. The development happened in college. The opportunity happened, when he was able to get out there and show what he could do on the court. This guy had prepared himself to be a pro in college, right? So we can't just sit there and act like it's the same thing. These guys had to prove, and they didn't have a LeBron to kind of vouch for them and make it happen. Uh, Alex Caruso wasn't a great college player like that. I mean, he averaged 8 and 9 most of his college career, but as a defender, as an athlete, he continued to improve. And you could say Alex Caruso improved. Now, I could get behind that he improved to the point that he's a sought after player, big time bench player, starting minutes and all kinds of stuff like that. But he also had that top shelf level athleticism and he starred in his role. He defended his way on the court in many different situations, and he brought energy that was contagious to teams, right? So this guy earned everything he got. And also, you know, you look at Alex Caruso height. Alex Caruso is a bit bigger than Bronny. He's 6'5". He's not 6'1". So I don't think Magic Johnson's examples drove home the point that he was trying to make. But you know, again, Bronny, I don't know, man. He's gonna have to stack positive performances. I wish he was a point guard at 6'1". I think it's gonna be difficult for him the entire time to play at a top level of impact. But we'll see how it turns out, man. We'll see how it works. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.